Deep dive, products, climate, habits, and long-term consistency. Opening, calm, practical, reassuring. Hello and welcome back. In the last video, we covered the foundation of blackhead prevention, gentle cleansing, barrier support, sunscreen, and choosing one effective active ingredient, like salicylic acid or a retinoid, and using it consistently. In this second video, we're going deeper. We'll cover how to choose products that are less likely to clog your particular skin, how to adapt your routine to climate and seasons, how friction and daily habits influence congestion, and how to stay consistent long enough to see real results. As always, this is general education for skincare support, not medical advice. If you have painful acne, significant inflammation, infection, or scarring, or if you suspect a skin condition, please consult a qualified clinician. Now let's begin with one of the most confusing topics in skincare: comedogenic ingredients and product labels. Chapter 15: Comedogenicity myths, label reading, and choosing the right textures. 15.1 Non-comedogenic is helpful, but not a guarantee. Many products claim non-comedogenic, meaning they're formulated to reduce the likelihood of clogging pores. That can be a useful starting point, but it is not a promise. Your skin's response depends on many factors: genetics, climate, routine balance, product layering, and how your skin barrier is doing. Think of non-comedogenic as a directional label, not a guarantee. 15.2 Why one person's holy grail clogs another person. A product can be perfect for one person and a problem for another because skin oil composition varies. Climate changes how products behave on your face. Layering changes how heavy a routine becomes. Your barrier health changes what you can tolerate. That's why prevention is built on observation and stability rather than constant product switching. 15.3 How to read a product without becoming obsessive. You do not need to memorize every ingredient list. Instead, use these practical cues. A. Texture and finish. If a moisturizer feels greasy, sticky, or thick on your skin, it may contribute to congestion when used daily. If it sinks in quickly and feels comfortable, it's more likely to be sustainable. B. Fragrance and irritants. Fragrance isn't automatically bad, but if it irritates you, irritation can worsen congestion. If you tend to be sensitive or reactive, fragrance-free options often reduce risk. C. Overlayering. Even light products can become heavy when stacked: serum plus moisturizer plus facial oil plus thick sunscreen plus makeup. If you're blackhead prone, layering discipline matters. 15.4 Texture selection, matching products to pore behavior. Here's a simple texture guide. Gel moisturizers. Best for oily skin, humid climates, or people who feel congested easily. Common experience: lightweight hydration with minimal residue. Gel creams. Best for combination skin, mild dehydration, or people who want comfort without heaviness. Lotions. Best for normal to dry or combination skin, especially if you use actives that can dry you out. Creams and balms. Best for dry climates, dry skin, or barrier recovery periods. Caution: can feel heavy for blackhead-prone skin if used too frequently or layered under heavy sunscreen. 15.5 Patch testing in a realistic way. Patch testing doesn't have to be complicated. A practical approach. Choose a small area like the jawline or side of the face. Use the product there for a few days. Watch for stinging, burning, redness, or unusual bumps. But also remember, some congestion issues show up slowly. That's why the most reliable method is introducing only one new product at a time and keeping everything else stable for a couple of weeks. 15.6 The 2-week rule for new products. If you add a new product, try not to add anything else for at least 2 weeks. This prevents confusion. If congestion worsens, you'll have a clearer idea of what caused it. 15.7 Minimalism beats perfection. When people chase the perfect product, they often switch too quickly and irritate their skin, which worsens blackheads. Instead of perfect, aim for a routine you can repeat. Products that feel comfortable. One active ingredient used consistently. Now that we've covered product selection, let's talk about climate, the silent factor that changes everything. Chapter 16, Humidity versus Dry Climate, How to Adjust Without Irritation. 16.1 Why Climate Changes Blackheads. Climate effects. How much you sweat. How much oil you produce. How quickly products evaporate or sit on the skin. How easily your barrier becomes dry or irritated. So the same routine may work brilliantly in one environment and fail in another. 16.2 Humid climates, managing shine and congestion. In humidity, sweat and oil can mix with sunscreen and create a heavy feeling. The goal is not stripping, but smarter product weight. Humid climate routine principles. Use a lighter cleanser at night, but still cleanse thoroughly. Prefer gel or gel cream moisturizers. Use sunscreen with a finish you can tolerate daily. Consider blotting paper or gentle oil control steps during the day rather than over-cleansing. Optional helpful habit. If you sweat heavily, a gentle rinse after outdoor exposure can reduce residue. But avoid harsh midday scrubbing. 16.3 Dry climates, preventing barrier stress, which can worsen blackheads. In dry climates, the barrier can become tight, flaky, or reactive. When the barrier is stressed, the skin may compensate with uneven oil production and shedding, leading to more congestion. Dry climate routine principles. Use a gentle, non-stripping cleanser. Moisturize consistently, possibly with a richer texture at night. Reduce exfoliant frequency if you notice tightness. Consider applying moisturizer while skin is slightly damp to lock in hydration. 16. For seasonal switching, how to change products without resetting your skin. You don't need to change everything each season. Often, the best approach is keep cleanser and active ingredient stable. Adjust only the moisturizer and sunscreen texture as needed. For example, summer, gel moisturizer plus lighter sunscreen. Winter, lotion or cream plus comfortable sunscreen. 16.5 The one change at a time seasonal method. If you notice seasonal congestion, change one product first, usually sunscreen or moisturizer. Wait 1 to 2 weeks. Evaluate. Most blackhead routines fail not because ingredients are wrong, but because changes are too frequent. Next, let's talk about something most people ignore: friction and mechanical stress on the skin. Chapter 17, Shaving, Beards, Friction, and Acne Mechanica, Congestion from Rubbing. 17.1 How friction contributes to blackheads. When skin is repeatedly rubbed or occluded by masks, helmets, chin straps, tight collars, scarves, or constant touching, it can trigger irritation and increase oiliness. It can also trap sweat and product residue, contributing to clogged pores. This is sometimes referred to as acne mechanica, but you don't need a special label to address it. You need friction control. 17.2 Mask and helmet tips, policy safe, practical. If you wear a mask or helmet regularly, choose breathable materials when possible. Wash reusable fabric items regularly. Avoid heavy occlusive products in the areas of friction. Cleanse gently at night to remove sweat and residue. 17.3 Shaving and beard area congestion. For people who shave, the beard area can be prone to irritation and congestion because shaving is mechanical exfoliation. Shaving support tips. Use a clean, sharp razor. Shave with minimal pressure. Use a gentle shaving product that doesn't sting. After shaving, apply a light moisturizer to reduce irritation. If you use an active ingredient like salicylic acid, you may want to avoid applying it immediately after shaving until your skin is comfortable. 17.4 Hairline and forehead congestion, product transfer. Hair products can migrate onto the forehead, temples, and cheeks. If you notice blackheads near the hairline, keep heavy hair oils away from the face. Rinse conditioner thoroughly. Consider clipping hair away from the forehead during workouts. 17.5 The touching habit. Resting your face on your hands, rubbing your nose, or frequently touching your chin can increase irritation and transfer oils. You don't need to be perfect. Just becoming aware and reducing the habit can help over time. Now let's talk about age groups. Blackheads in teens often behave differently than blackheads in adults. Chapter 18: Teen Skin versus Adult Skin, Hormones, Stress, and Routine Design. 18.1 Teen Skin, Oil and Hormones. During adolescence, oil production often increases due to hormonal changes. That doesn't mean teen skin needs harsh cleansing. In fact, harsh routines can make skin more reactive and inflamed. A teen-friendly prevention routine is simple. Gentle cleanse at night. Light moisturizer. Daily sunscreen. One active ingredient, used carefully, often salicylic acid. The biggest teen routine risk is overdoing it, too many acids, too many scrubs, too many quick fix products. 18.2 Adult Skin, Slower Turnover, Stress, and Sensitivity. Adults can still get blackheads, especially in the T-zone, and adult skin may be more sensitive to harsh products due to slower turnover, barrier changes, lifestyle stress, environmental exposure. Adult prevention often benefits from consistent retinoid use, if tolerated, barrier-focused moisturizing, careful exfoliation rather than constant exfoliation. 18.3 Stress and sleep across all ages. Stress can influence oil production and skin inflammation. Sleep supports barrier recovery. If your skin worsens during stressful periods, a helpful strategy is not adding more actives. Instead, simplify routine. Moisturize more consistently. Maintain night cleansing. Reintroduce actives once stable. Now we'll address an area many people care about but often approach incorrectly: blackheads on the body. Chapter 19: Body Blackheads, Back and Chest, Prevention Without Harshness. 19.1 Why body congestion happens. The back and chest can be prone to congestion because sweat and friction from clothing, tight sportswear, delayed showering after workouts, heavy hair products rinsing onto the back, thicker skin and different oil patterns. 19.2 The shower timing principle. If you sweat heavily, showering sooner rather than later can reduce the time sweat and residue sit on the skin. You don't need harsh scrubbing. A gentle, consistent approach is more sustainable. 19.3 Clothing and fabric choices. Tight clothing and non-breathable materials can trap sweat and increase friction. Helpful habits. Change out of sweaty clothes promptly. Choose breathable fabrics when possible. Wash workout clothing regularly. 19.4 Hair product runoff. If you use conditioner or hair oils, they can run down your back during showers. A simple habit. After rinsing hair products, do a final rinse and gentle cleanse of the upper back and shoulders. 19.5 Body skincare, keep it simple. Body prevention can follow the same principles. Gentle cleansing. Avoid harsh scrubs. One active if needed and tolerated. If body acne is inflamed or persistent, professional advice is often the most efficient route. Next, let's cover travel. Travel disrupts routines more than people realize, and disruption can lead to congestion. Chapter 20: Travel Routine, a minimal kit that keeps pores clear. 20.1 Why travel triggers blackheads. Travel often includes disrupted sleep, different climate, dehydration, unfamiliar water hardness, heavy sunscreen use outdoors. Hello and welcome back. Stress and schedule changes. All of these can influence oil production and shedding. 20.2 The minimal travel kit philosophy. When traveling, the goal is not experimentation. The goal is stability. A simple travel kit. Gentle cleanser. Moisturizer you tolerate. Sunscreen you can reapply. One active ingredient, optional, used at a reduced frequency. If your barrier gets stressed during travel, reduce actives and focus on cleansing plus moisturizing plus sunscreen. 20.3 Air travel and dryness. Cabin air can be drying. Dryness can lead to irritation, and irritation can worsen congestion. Helpful approach. Use a comfortable moisturizer. Avoid stacking too many actives. Keep cleansing gentle. April 20th Sunday exposure while traveling. Many people apply more sunscreen while traveling, which is good for protection, but it can feel heavier. That makes night cleansing especially important, again, gently and thoroughly. Now, we've covered products, climate, friction, age groups, body areas, and travel. Next, we'll move into long-term consistency, because most people know what to do, but they don't stick with it